Looking to build muscle after 50 without wreaking havoc on your shoulders? Shoulder impingement is no joke and can leave you out of commission. Let's keep you strong and injury-free. So here are 5 movements that you should consider stopping to avoid shoulder impingement. Okay, in case you don't know who I am, I'm Psymon H, the naturally jacked 53-year-old, and I've been entrenched in the iron game for about 41 years, so I know a thing or three about dodging injuries. Now, as I said, I'm going to give you 5 exercises that you should avoid doing, but I'm going to give you 5 alternatives to keep your shoulders bulletproof and keep you moving and grooving in that right direction. You ready for exercise number 1? Come on! You ready? Come on, let's grow. Alrighty, exercise number 1 is the famous upright row. This exercise involves lifting weights to the chest with elbows flared out, which can pinch the tendons in the shoulder joint. The internal rotation and elevation of the arms in this movement puts the shoulders in a compromised position, increasing the risk of impingement. But here's an upright row alternative. By turning your hand so that you are in a neutral grip, you can still get all the benefits of an upright row without the risk. Okay, before we get to the exercise number 2 of the dirty 5 that we should avoid, let me just tell you about shoulder impingement and exercise. Now, usually it's not the exercise that you just do 1 rep and bang, it hits you in the face and all of a sudden you've got shoulder impingement. Nah, that's not usually how it works. What usually happens is that you're doing a particular group of exercises over time, and it's the accumulation of those bad exercises over time that comes up and sneaks on you, and then knock, knock, here you go, you've got a shoulder impingement. Now, let's get on to the dirty number 2. Let's go. Exercise number 2, lat pull downs behind the neck. Similar to the behind the neck press, this exercise requires an awkward shoulder position that can strain the rotor cuff and the surrounding structures. This can lead to impingement and other shoulder problems due to the extreme external rotation and abduction of the shoulders. Instead of doing the pull down behind the neck, a safer bet will be to do the on-the-hand lat pull down. Not only will you hit the lats along with a whole host of other muscles, but the on-the-hand grip in front of your body will save your shoulders. Exercise 3 is the dreaded bench dip. Now, while many may love this for hitting the triceps, especially if you train at home, the problem is that the shoulders are put in a deep extension, which can stress the front part of the shoulder capsule and the rotor cuff tendons. This can lead to shoulder impingement, especially if the exercise is performed with bad form or excessive depth. Avoiding shoulder impingement is as simple as switching your hand position. All you have to do to save your shoulders without compromising stress on the tricep is to have your fingers pointing back. Now, exercise number 4 is the bro version of the lateral raise. Ever been told that to perform a lateral raise to hit the mid-delts, you should act like you're pouring water from a pitcher with your thumb pointing down? If so, stop. Doing lateral raises like this places your shoulder in an inward rotation with an elevation position. This can cause irritation and inflammation of the rotor cuff due to a lack of clear joint space in the position, leading to a shoulder issue. But I got a solution. Keep the thumb held higher than the pinky finger at the top of the movement. This small but important tweak will create external rotation of the shoulder and free up room for the joint to move unobstructed. Combine this with a slight lean forward to keep the middle deltoid acting directly against gravity so that you can maximize tension. Now, exercise number 5 is the famous shoulder press. Now, I know it's going to hurt somebody's feelings, and especially if you've watched the famous Mike O'Hearn doing his 315 behind the neck press, it makes you feel invincible, eh? But rather, I hurt your feelings than that exercise puts you out of the game, because at least I can give you an alternative. Any vertical press movement that has your arms out to the side can be a shoulder problem waiting to happen. The rotor cuff muscles have to work extremely hard to stabilize the shoulder joint in this position, which can be particularly taxing for the older lifter and can lead to overuse injuries. A quick fix will be to use a neutral grip. A neutral grip keeps the shoulders in a more natural alignment compared to the pronated grip. This reduces rotational stress on the shoulder joints and surrounding structures. Okay, I'm damn sure that there are more than 5 dirty exercises that will have you in a shoulder impingement headlock. Now, if you suffered from shoulder impingement, let the world know. Drop something in the comments so we all can learn. Now, if you have a shoulder impingement, don't just sit there on the sidelines taking it like a champ. Watch my previous video where I give you 5 exercises to help bulletproof those shoulders. 5 exercises to help you get out of that shoulder impingement for good. Now, if you've reached this end of the video, I really hate saying this, but if you've reached this end of the video and you have not subscribed, what the hell are you doing? This is the place for the most practical tips and tricks about building muscle after the big 5-0, because we all know is that muscle is that organ of longevity. Now, please do me a favor and like this video, and until the very next time, stay safe. Peace.